Kyle Pitts, once hailed as a generational talent, is entering the most important year of his career, and the Atlanta Falcons are making a massive gamble by staying silent. As he prepares for the 2025 season, the star tight end is playing on his fifth-year option worth nearly $11 million. But there's absolutely no buzz about a long-term extension, leaving his future with the franchise in serious doubt. To understand the hesitation, you have to look at Pitt's roller coaster career. He exploded onto the scene in his rookie year, shattering expectations with over 1,000 receiving yards and sparking debates about whether he was the next great tight end in league history. But since that phenomenal debut, his trajectory has been obscured by a perfect storm of misfortune, a significant MCL tear that cut his 2022 season short, inconsistent quarterback play, and a simple dip in his own on-field dominance. Despite the drop-off, Pitts remains statistically relevant. He is one of only 5 tight ends in the entire NFL to post at least 600 receiving yards in both 2023 and 2024, a remarkable feat considering much of that production came while he was still recovering. This brings us to the critical juncture of 2025. With a new, modern offense under coordinator Zach Robinson and a new quarterback in Michael Penix Jr., the stage is set for Pitts to finally reassert himself as one of the most physically gifted weapons in the game. He offers a massive target and veteran experience that could be crucial for Penix's own development. So why no extension? The answer is calculated risk. The Falcons front office is facing a crucial question. Which Kyle Pitts are they investing in? Are they paying for the 1,000-yard phenom from 2021 or the solid, but not game-breaking, tight end he's been since the injury? This decision is further complicated by the massive extensions looming for other young cornerstones like running back Bijan Robinson and receiver Drake London. Atlanta simply cannot afford to overpay on potential loan when other proven stars need new contracts. This standoff creates several possible futures. If Pitts recaptures his rookie form and has a monster season with Penix, he'll command a top-of-the-market contract, either forcing Atlanta's hand or making him the hottest free agent in 2026. However, if he and the offense start slow, don't be surprised to see those trade rumors from last offseason, where the team was reportedly seeking a day 2 draft pick, resurface before the trade deadline. A middle ground also exists. The franchise tag, a common tool used for tight ends that would give the Falcons one more year to evaluate before committing tens of millions. This puts the pressure squarely on Pitts to perform. But what do you think the Falcons should do? Is waiting the smart play, or should they lock up their talented tight end before his price potentially skyrockets? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. For Kyle Pitts, 2025 isn't just a contract year. It's a battle to reclaim his own narrative and prove he is still the elite player everyone believed he would be. The Falcons are betting he can do it, but they're not willing to pay for it yet. What do the Atlanta Falcons do with Kirk Cousins? That is a multi-million-dollar question hanging over the franchise, creating a dilemma that could define their entire season. Just months after signing a massive 4-year, $180 million contract, Cousins finds himself in an unprecedented situation. The team has officially named rookie Michael Penix Jr. their starting quarterback, effectively benching the veteran. They just made one of the highest-paid players in the league. Now, with Cousins understandably wanting an opportunity to start, the Falcons are stuck with 3 difficult options: trade him, release him, or keep him as the most expensive backup quarterback in NFL history. Let's break down the complexity of each choice. A trade seems logical, but it's incredibly difficult. Cousins is set to earn $27.5 million in 2025 and carries a staggering $40 million salary cap hit. Finding a team willing and able to absorb that contract is a monumental task. While he has a no-trade clause, it's presumed he would waive it for the right opportunity. However, according to sources close to the situation, no substantial trade talks are currently underway. If a trade isn't possible, what about releasing him? This option provides a clean break, but comes with a devastating financial penalty. The Falcons will be saddled with $40 million in dead money, a crippling blow to their salary cap. The third option, keeping him on the roster, might be the most volatile. It would create a constant, looming distraction as Penix tries to establish himself in his second year. With a high-priced veteran he replaced watching from the sidelines, the Falcons' leadership seems to be walking a tightrope. Head coach Raheem Morris has publicly stated they want what's best for both parties, saying, "If the opportunity presents itself as something good for both of us, good for the Falcons and for Kirk Cousins, we'd certainly like to see that happen." Owner Arthur Blank echoed this sentiment, acknowledging the situation is not what anyone planned. His aspiration and ours was for him to play for a couple years, if not longer, Blank said. Things didn't develop that way. Things didn't develop that way is the understatement of the offseason. The Falcons are now navigating the fallout of a high-risk draft strategy that collided with a blockbuster free agent signing. They are publicly signaling a desire for an amicable split, but the financial realities have them in a corner. Do they wait for another team starting quarterback to get injured, hoping a desperate trade partner emerges mid-season? Or do they bite the bullet and absorb the financial hit for the sake of team chemistry? What do you think is the best path forward for Atlanta? Should they try to force a trade, release Cousins, or risk the distraction of keeping him? Let us know your solution to this puzzle in the comments below. The partnership between Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons began with a $180 million promise of a new era. Now, that partnership is trapped in a complicated limbo. A breakup feels inevitable. The only question is how it will happen and how much damage it will leave in its wake.